Hey, everybody, this is Real Talk Austin Peay. I'm Aaron King, Emmitt Thomas, and Bobby Horton with me, and we're going to talk a little bit about Austin Peay sports going on in the area, as well as we're going to jump into a little bit of professional football. How about it, boys?
Let's get it.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
All right, so last game Austin Peay played. They played UT Martin. UT Martin coming into the game, I believe they were ranked 18th. 18th in the OVC. Very good team. They had a good running back, Galloway, and my gosh, looking at a little bit of his tape, the guy did not need really anything to make a big play, and Austin Peay completely shut them down.
Right.
Completely. I mean, from you guys were running camera from the game. What did y'all see?
See, for me, like Bobby would tell you too, I look at him and he showed flashes, like it was glimpses of it seemed like he was just one little crease away from breaking one off, but he never got it. And for the most, the D-line was very active. Linebackers very active. He just didn't have a lot of. They're putting a lot of hats on. It was a lot of team tackling going on, and that's how you win football games.
I say this for every play: defense win championship.
Amen.
And the defense showed up.
They
did their job.
And I was up in the booth watching some replays, and when you see the play initially, it doesn't look like much, like from Austin Peay defensively. But then you look at the slow-mo replay, whatever they put at 75%, and you could really see the exotic blitzes that Austin Peay was throwing out there. And, I mean, one of the blitzes ended up being a sack. Gunnar Shalado was on a little delayed blitz.
Yeah.
He could have just gone in the gap straight ahead, but instead he stayed in his zone about 5 yards deep, waited for something to open up to the right, and then just launched. And he was completely untouched.
Yep.
Completely untouched. And as the leading tackler for Austin Peay, and I mean, to just leave him wide open, not even give him a second look, I mean, UT Martin's offensive line, a little bit of miscommunication.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And that comes to awareness, too, being a linebacker. Gunnar understands, situational football, how things operate. So the O-line, when they don't see a guy coming right off the bat, snapping a play, and he's kind of chilling in his zone, they probably think, okay, we're good. So they just kind of eased up and relaxed, and he just saw the opening and took it, got the sack.
Oh, yeah, and just for the listeners that didn't get to tune in the game, Austin Peay, the final score was 7-0.
7-0.
Yeah.
Shut him out.
7-0.
Shut him out.
Okay? And, I mean, this is, like we just said, UT Martin, ranked 18th in the OVC, which is actually no, not ranked in the OVC.
That's FCS, right?
Ranked in the FCS.
Yeah, that's FCS, not just OVC.
And I believe they were preseason ranked second
Excuse me.
in the OVC to finish second in the OVC preseason under Jacksonville State and above Tennessee State.
Yeah.
So, which, by the way, Austin plays those three teams back to back to back.
Right.
Right.
So, I mean, UT Martin, a great team, and it finishes 7-0. And the interview at the end of the game with Will Healy was actually pretty funny. He kind of a question was asked, and it was his response was, well, if you would have told me that we would have beat the Skyhawks 7-0, shut them out completely. And, I mean, this is a running back that the UT Martin has that was the second leading rusher in the FCS this year so far.
He was OVC Offensive Player of the Week just last week.
And on top of that, he's the OVC rusher most yards so far this year. So he was going to score. And, in fact, me and Barry Gresham up in the booth, we were thinking Austin Peay was going to struggle a little bit, but we thought they could stop them. We still thought they were going to score. Both teams were going to score.
Right.
There was just absolutely no scoring. But for a game with no scoring, it was not short of the highlights, though.
Definitely.
I mean, there was so many plays, and I mean the one that started off, I think the momentum swing for Austin Peay, even though there's not really a momentum swing when you win 7-0.
Right.
Yeah.
Was that tip
Interception.
pick. And that was crazy. That was actually a dot by Cook. And I mean, throw it where everybody else couldn't get it.
Right.
Because he has tall receivers. I think Weathers was 6'4", 6'5",
Yeah.
number 11. I mean, that he would target him all game. But he threw it in a place where Weathers could only catch it, and he just missed completely. And then what? I can't even remember who intercepted the pass.
Was it?
I can't.
No, I can't think. Was it Cordell? Was it Cordell?
It very well could have been.
I think it might have been.
But
Cordell.
I can't think of it at the moment. That whole game is kind of a blur
Right.
at this point because I'm pretty exhausted after that game.
Because AP had 2 interceptions total, and I can't remember who the first
I think it was Cordell. I really do, but
Cummings.
Very well could have been. He's a good
Jackson.
He's a good defensive back.
Cordell Jackson. I think it was.
Yeah.
I think that was him.
It was 2 interceptions.
But anyway, great awareness by the guy.
Mhm.
I mean, having no time to react at all, and he was probably 6 feet away
Yeah.
from the ball when it started dropping to the ground. Well, I mean, wow. And there was another play that I saw in slow-mo. I think they ended up just calling it incomplete. The ball, Cook ended up throwing it deep, and I believe – oh, no, never mind. I was actually watching the stream of the Tennessee game. That's what it was. That's what it was. Never mind. We won't jump into that because I'm not going to talk about the Vols losing
don't even
41-0.
Don't even do it.
Goodness.
But
No.
from what I saw, like, I do remember I did predict that it would be a very defensive game, but it was more defensive than I even thought it would be. Like
Nobody predicts a 7-0 win.
7-0. I was like 7-0. Like, what's?
Nobody.
But it was a
7-0.
good game. You stayed in it the whole time, kept your attention because everyone. I'm pretty sure I felt this way. I'm like, at some point, Martin's gonna score. Like, I just felt like a score was coming.
Well, it was kind of funny because UT Martin actually had more total offensive yards than Austin Peay did,
And I believe that.
and they also had a massive amount of time possession over Austin Peay.
Didn't finish drives.
They couldn't finish drives.
Every drive stalled out.
Well, every drive was
stand.
Galloway up the middle, and then a short out route to Weathers.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another thing I kind of want to touch on. As a cornerback unit, I'm not sure if they're the most confident bunch.
Yeah.
Because every time I've watched them play, now they're good players, don't get me wrong, and they would roast me if I ever got in front of them trying to catch a pass.
Definitely.
But against other players, they seem to be a little bit not nervous, but I don't know a good word to put it. They're not scared, but almost scared to get beat deep because every time I see them,
the cushion.
It's the
cushion.
they're 10 yards, 12 yards back from the receiver.
They're giving guys a ton of respect.
Too much respect. And that leaves the small little out routes, the slants, the little hitches, hooks, the bubble. Like every one of them are just so wide open, and they can just catch the ball and run for 5-7 yards without being touched.
See, the thing about it, I believe, is for the following years, especially the people that have been here, the students that have been here, if you used to kind of getting beat deep, you kind of don't want to get beat deep. So, like, you take that additional extra yards back.
It's like PTSD.
Yeah, you got to be prepared, though.
You're always thinking about it.
That's every corner's biggest fear, though. If we're being honest.
Yeah.
Out of all the things at every position, quarterbacks don't want to throw picks. Running backs don't want to fumble. Linebackers don't want to get trucked or juked. But corners they don't want to get beat deep.
Now don't get me wrong. Now, if any one of the cornerbacks on the team is watching this or listening to this, don't get me wrong.
Y'all can play ball.
Y'all
yeah,
can
y'all
ball
can
out.
play ball.
Don't
Credit.
get me wrong. Seriously, you don't win 3 straight games by being a bad corner.
Y'all defense is excellent. Keep doing what you're doing.
Boyden, double O, y'all good at safety.
Seriously,
keep holding it down.
A really
Y'all
good
is
bunch of players.
A team, family. You have
Right.
each other's back. No worries.
Was that saying one team, one heartbeat or something?
Yeah.
Something like
that's
that.
how it be.
For real. I mean, it just seems like they just have that lack of confidence, and I'd like to see them
get more
up in the face.
More press man.
Get up there. Give
More
them
attitude.
give them some Richard Sherman. Get up in their face. Talk to them a little bit before they snap the ball.
I love it. Like after the end of the play, the other team is talking. You clap and you throw the little hands gestures at them. That shows that their confidence is building up each and every game.
Right.
So that brings attitude to the team. That brings attitude to the fans. So it's just like we love to see that.
Oh yeah.
So looking forward to Jacksonville State. Now Austin Peay's been full of surprises this season. From Murray to you couldn't have told me they would have beat 2 conference opponents 2 weeks in a row.
I know where you're going with this.
But Jacksonville State is coming to town.
Rank 5.
Do you think APSU's gonna pull it off, or can they pull it off? Because this is we know about JSU.
They can.
Can they is the first question.
Can
yes,
they? I will say
because,
yes.
hold on. Any team can beat any team in the nation on any given day. That's why
Definitely.
on every percentage board that you see of any matchup, they no matter what, a team will
Has
always
some kind of
have at least
percentage,
1%.
yeah, definitely.
Because you never know. You absolutely never know. But this is
JSU.
exactly. This is Jacksonville State. They're ranked as of Saturday, and I believe they won their game.
Pretty sure they did.
I'm sure they did. They were ranked 5th in the FCS. So, and I give Austin Peay their come up. They've won every FCS game.
Correct.
They're 3-0 in the FCS.
Correct.
They're just 0-2 in the FBS.
Correct. Which isn't a bad. I mean, you're supposed to lose those. I mean, no, you don't want to lose any game. But
yeah.
On paper, you're supposed to lose those.
Right. That's
FBS games. They pay you to play.
That's
them.
the money game for those teams.
So I get what you're saying.
So, I mean, it's possible, and I would give Austin Peay at this point probably close to like a 30% chance at taking this. Honestly, the thing that scares me is just how experienced Jacksonville State is at winning games.
They just win.
They are
bro.
consistently a winning team. And weren't they the team that upset Auburn last year? Or they almost did?
They almost beat. I remember watching. They almost
did.
beat Auburn. But
And it was like a last-second double OT touchdown that Auburn had to seal it. I can't even remember if they won that game.
Yeah, those guys. I mean, a lot of guys that are on that team are like, I mean, they're the cream of the crop. You got guys that used to play for Auburn, Bama, Troy. Those like they got some studs. So it's gonna be a challenge for sure.
It's gonna be a humongous challenge.
Let's go ahead with score predictions. Let's go ahead. Score predictions.
Don't do that to me.
We got to do
Don't
it,
do
bro.
that to
We
me.
do it every week.
Look, I'm going to be honest.
Do y'all take Austin Peay with the dub?
Well, I'm going to be honest.
It's a L.
In the first against UT
It's
Martin,
a L.
against UT Martin, I'm going to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I had faith we'd score points, but I didn't think we'd beat UT Martin. I had it. I believe I had it at like 35-17.
I took AP,
and I thought that was
actually.
fair. I thought that was very fair because it's a high-powered offense, probably one of the most high-powered offenses in it is the most high-powered offense in the OVC and the second most when you talk about the ground game in the FCS. So I assumed they would score points, and I didn't think Austin Peay's defense was going to be able to stop them consistently.
Right.
And I didn't think Austin Peay's offense would be able to match up to UT Martin's defense necessarily because we like to run the ball excessively too much. So I thought it'd be kind of start to get predictable when you started playing quality teams. But seeing as how we did that to the best offense or best rushing offense in the OVC, I don't see why we can't win, but I'm not going to say we will win. I'm going to say, and don't burn me, please let me be wrong. Please let me be wrong. I'm going to say Austin Peay. Boys, this is tough. Jacksonville State takes it 28-24.
All right.
Fair enough.
That's fair.
I mean,
I thought you were going to
again,
give my prediction. I thought you were going to give my prediction.
What's your
Jacksonville's
prediction
going to
then?
score.
We'll get into that moment.
Jacksonville's going to score. I think Austin Peay defense is not as
Stable.
rough and tough as they
Polished.
were. Polished is another good one. As they were against UT Martin. I got to go with 28-24.
right.
And guys, please let me be wrong. Please let me be wrong. But I got to start thinking realistically and less
of
as a
course.
fan.
Yeah, exactly. You got to
But go ahead.
separate the two.
Go ahead. What do you think?
With me, okay, like you said, Jacksonville State is going to score. And looking at this last game, it wasn't, they played a phenomenal game, don't get me wrong. But it wasn't the best offensive day for Austin Peay, you know what I'm saying, against Martin. And Jacksonville State, they're going to come with it. So with that being said, I have JSU winning. I say 28-14.
Wow.
I say 28-14.
Coming from me, honestly, I believe that I got confidence in AP, but on the other hand, what you guys saying, the offense really need to start rolling. I understand we're a run team. You know, we got a lot of running backs.
I don't think we win the game just running the ball.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to open up that. We're gonna have to open up that playbook.
Javon or Jeremiah is gonna have to start gunslinging.
That's how it is. Like, we can't get last game 42 yards, 13 yards. Like, come on, guys. We gonna have to we're gonna really have to show that you're a dominant quarterback. I understand the option is good. You know, careless interceptions have to stop. I believe AP would give them the fight in the first half. But later on in the second half, their defense will start to get tired. And Jacksonville State, I have to take it. My prediction, 24, 14.
All right, so unanimous decision.
Yeah.
3-0. Or all three of us think.
Yeah.
That same way.
Please prove us wrong, guys.
Oh yeah, now like I said, y'all, I want y'all to win. I want.
Yeah.
I want y'all to win,
of course. But realistically,
for the guys in the booth, we gotta go with we gotta be
go
realistic
with the
out
Carfax.
here. Yeah,
go with the Carfax. I like it. So I kind of want to look at the little bit of individual stats. Against UT Martin, we usually like to stay with the running game the past few games, but I feel like we kind of strayed from that a little bit, and we tried to pass it a little bit more, and it worked in some occasions, but I still think our bread and butter is running the ball.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, no doubt.
But we need to kind of have that Titan mentality of run the ball down their throat, and then look for something.
Look for that.
Look for something. Pass. Look for something deep.
And guys, we had plenty of talent in the backfield. Plenty of talent.
Yeah, I look at us more as an offense that wants to get our play. You have a lot of playmakers. You got Kyra Moore, aka Tiny. You got him, Kentrell, Trey Nation. All these different space players. Then you got the running. We have different guys who can make something happen with the ball in hand. Yeah. So we like to attack the perimeter and things of that nature. But Jacksonville State, once again, they're going to be ready for anything you throw at them. So that's what they're going to be looking for, those edge plays, that option. They're going to try to neutralize that. So like you say, we got to go through the air. We got to go through the air.
We're going to have to kill them through the air. That's it.
Yeah.
We're going to have to really beat them through the air. Don't, let's say, I'm not saying that the running game is not going to be successful, but playing a good team, you're going to have to switch it up.
And by heaven forbid, please don't force a pass.
Yeah, don't force it.
The worst thing you can do is try to force the pass game, and now all of a sudden you have 3 picks in the first half
out of bounds.
And don't know what you're doing.
That's what out of bounds is for.
Right.
Throw it out of bounds. Get out the
pocket.
Throw it away.
And that, actually, that's kind of why I like Javon Craig. Yeah. So in this read option style offense that the Governors like to run, you really need a very
good decision maker
at the helm of the offense.
Mm-hmm.
And by that, for any of those who don't necessarily know who we're talking about or what we're talking about, obviously you get the ball, and your first read is that linebacker.
Yeah.
He's either going to bite on the quarterback or bite on the running back.
Yeah.
That's when you either pull or outside. Now you have your pitch man, and now you have that other linebacker or that corner, whichever one dropped up first, whether he bites on the running back or bites on you. Every time I've seen Javon Craig run that read option, he makes the right
decision.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
There's not too many times where he has made the wrong read. Now, Jeremiah Oatsvall, if anybody's watched the UT Martin game,
he made
one very wrong read
yeah.
that could have been game. Very well could have been game. I mean, pick 6. And if y'all didn't watch it, Jeremiah Oatsvall, backup quarterback, good guy, got wheels, got an arm. I mean, can throw it on a string.
Right.
Anyway, he takes the ball, options to the right, and the pitch man bites on the running back. Well, Oatsvall cuts up field, realizes he's about to get hit, looks to his right, and is like, I got to try. It's like, what, third down? I believe it was third down.
Yeah.
I got to try. And he pitches it, touch pass, like Kobe. He throws it over his read man. And somehow it's caught by the running back, and he progresses for another 5-10 yards. You cannot tell me that Will Healy did not have some words with that man.
Yeah, that's dangerous. That's dangerous.
Very
It
dangerous.
worked.
It worked.
But if that didn't work, that's 6.
But at some point, you have to look at the
risk factor.
The risks versus the rewards. Reward, you get a 5-yard gain. Risk, you just gave up the game.
Right.
Now, that would have been their first UT Martin's first touchdown if everything stars would have aligned and they would have ran it back. And even at that, it could have very well been a tie. But what if they went for 2?
But you got to think about it, though.
And they got it.
You got to give him some props, though. He is a freshman, and he's also is learning, too.
Right.
So we can't just throw him up under the bus.
I understand that. But, you know, we got to criticize. That's what we're here for.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
We got to praise and criticize.
You also don't learn without criticism.
True.
Exactly.
Right.
True.
So, Jeremiah, you're doing good.
Oh, I know
Trust me, brother, you ball out.
Coach Healy
You
probably
ball out.
wore him out, you know.
Matter of fact, I don't think it was Hill. I think it was Satterfield. Y'all don't know Satterfield, the coordinator.
Oh, you know Satterfield.
Oh, Satterfield.
Well,
If anybody doesn't know, Emmitt used to be on the team.
Yeah, well,
Satterfield.
Just know that our freshman quarterback got it from somebody.
Satterfield gave him some words of encouragement. I'll just say that.
I'm sure. So, UT Martin, that one in the books. Austin Peay, 3-2. Moving on. Isn't that interesting? Austin Peay. Positive above 500 through 5.
2-0 in the conference.
Right? 2-0 in the OVC.
Yeah.
We're tied for first in the OVC.
Tied for first.
I'll let you guess with who.
Jacksonville State. just a wild guess.
Just to throw it out there.
So next week's a big week. We got Jacksonville State coming into Forterra Stadium.
Hey, if we win, I might leave my camera and tear down the goalpost myself.
That's a fine.
I think Bush would smack you.
He might, but
Bush is our producer.
Yeah, by the way.
He probably would smack me.
Yeah.
I guess I'll stay on the camera.
He'd smack you, and then he'd laugh about it.
I think I'm going to have to stay on the camera, too.
Yeah, I guess I'll stay on the camera.
There is no physical abuse inside the sports broadcasting department.
It's nothing but love. Shout out to Austin Peay.
Yeah, nothing but love.
Sports broadcasting department.
But anyway, you got Jacksonville State coming, and then I believe we play Tennessee State right after that, which was preseason ranked third in
TSU.
I heard we're playing that at Nissan.
Yeah.
Yeah. We probably are.
Either way,
it's their homecoming. So
yeah. So
schedule us for homecoming.
That's a big game. I wonder if they're going to up the ticket prices just because it's in Nissan.
No,
I don't know.
That's a good point, though. That's a good point.
I mean, coming from Nashville and having to attend to every TSU homecoming and football games, no, it's not.
You think it's going to say 10?
Yeah.
Well,
if it's not 10, it's going to go like probably 15.
Yeah, was it kickoffs at 4?
He know
are we starting kickoffs at 4 now?
Huh?
Are we starting kickoffs at 4 now?
I think
Is that what we?
Yeah, we back. Yep, 4. Sounds about right.
So, if you want to go to the games, Austin Peay, Jacksonville State, Forterra Stadium this Saturday, 4 p.m.'s kickoff. And next week, right after that, at Nissan Stadium, 4 p.m. kickoff. Should be only $10. So, and I don't know if you go to the Nissan game, if you're a student of Austin Peay, if you get in free like you do at Forterra, I doubt it.
Right.
So bring some money, and I'm sure concessions will be open. So it should be a fun one, guys. Good luck. We all believe in you, and. Just because it's Jacksonville State, don't get intimidated.
Oh no, let that be
seriously.
Your motivation.
Let the emotions run. Let the emotions run. Let me see some chip.
Prove
let me see some chippiness.
Wrong. Show them
James Bond. I need to see you in folks' face masks. I need to see you clapping. I need you talking that noise just like you did back when we was.
Don't get to a fight. Don't get to a fight.
I want to see that double O from Trinity, man. That's what I'm trying to see.
I actually had James Bond in one of my classes. I believe it was public speaking with Mike Dunn.
Oh, yeah.
And really quiet guy. actually.
He's not quiet on the field.
Oh no,
You put him in the classroom. I've only known him as a quiet guy, and then you look at him on the field, and he's a monster on the field.
Oh yeah, bro. I ain't like
he's a threat.
When I first met James, it was back in high school because I went to Horton Academy in Memphis.
Memphis represent.
Oh yeah. So we was 7-on-7 in his we had 7-on-7 matchup against his Trinity, his school, and couldn't stand him. Like, bro, it was just back and forth trash talk the whole time. And then we come to camp at Austin Peay and we just became the best friends. It was weird. But yeah, he's on the field, he's definitely gonna be talking that trash. I would like to see that against Jacksonville State, James.
You guys still talk a lot?
Yeah, when I see him around, we both busy. But when I see him around, we still, just like I was back freshman year. So
that's good. So yeah, again, Austin Peay, good luck, guys. We all believe in you. Moving on, one thing I do want to kind of just touch on. I want to say, we all heard about it this morning, Las Vegas.
Oh yeah, man.
And I don't want to get into like opinions or anything about what happened. But I think from us three, I think we can all kind of say that, as a group, as a campus, as a college, as a state of Tennessee, we all send our condolences to all the families who were involved in that incident. Yeah. Believe as of right now, as of Monday at 3:14 p.m., it's the toll is, I believe, 58 were murdered and 515 injured.
It's crazy,
so absolutely crazy events, crazy world we're living in right now.
Yeah.
So again, our thoughts, our prayers, our condolences go out to everybody who was involved in that whole situation. If you made it unscathed, we're happy. If you didn't, we all hope you get better. Seek the attention that you need. Also, kudos to all the first responders, all the police officers that helped everybody during that situation. Kudos to them, and also to the guys that got up there to the apartment and as soon as they could when they found him. And unfortunately, they were too late to.
Right.
But just everybody who was involved, prayers
and condolences.
Bless
man.
up. Yeah. So now that that's out of the way, I think we have a lot to talk about in the NFL.
Let's talk NFL, folks. Let's get it done.
A little bit of a transition. Dun-dun-nut, dun-dun-nut. All right. So let's start with the Titans.
Is it copyrighted? Can we make that sound? It's cool. We're going to act like it didn't happen. Don't even worry about it.
What is that even to? I don't even think.
I don't know.
Don't
even worry about it.
Anyway.
What?
So anyway, let's start with since we're all fans here, as you can tell.
My heart.
As you can tell, we're all fans here. Titans.
Oh goodness.
What is up, boys?
Question that needs answer.
What happened?
First of all,
what happened?
I'm gonna tell you what happened.
He's got the inside scoop.
Defense did not win championships that game. Seriously though. I mean, our corners were getting scorched, bro.
Titans defense in fantasy, by the way, is
-4. I have the Titans defense.
Me too. -4.
Ooh, both of y'all took an L this week.
Oh no, I won.
I won my game too.
I won my game too. That hurt, but
because my guy didn't start DeAndre Hopkins and started Sammy Watkins.
So from what he sucks. Man.
He took a L.
He need to quit life. But okay, so seriously.
Anyway, move on.
From what I saw when I was watching the game, offensively, first half we were moving the ball on them. Of course, had a few drives stalled out. When you run the ball that much, if you don't get those positive yards on first and second down, it's third down. It's kind of difficult.
Makes your life a lot
exactly.
a lot harder.
So you go through that. We kind of start slow. That's how we start.
Right.
But we started moving the ball well and was making the game out of it. On the other side of the ball, though, defensively, we weren't getting any pressure on Deshaun Watson. On top of that, he was just picking us apart. I mean, the receivers, he was just practically, of course, people like Deshaun Watson, he's tearing them up, this and that. But to me, he was throwing to open guys. He's an NFL quarterback. he knows what he's doing. So if he has open receivers just running free, he can zip a pass in there, and that's a lot of what I saw.
And they underestimate him. They
Because
think that he's just a mobile quarterback.
Rookie of the year, I'm calling it.
Adoree Jackson got targeted a lot. I mean, he had 74 passes, 74 yards given up on him, and I think Watson had like 120, like a high passer rating when throwing on Adoree Jackson. So my only issue was after halftime, we didn't make the proper adjustments. Like, you had guys literally saying Dick LeBeau needs to get fired. Like, people were asking for a coaching change off this one game. Now, I don't think it's panic mode just yet because
Well, that's only one game.
exactly. Like,
And
you had
obviously,
people panicking, man.
tempers from fans are going to be a little bit higher, given that this is AFC South
Right.
battle.
Yeah,
so.
I was upset myself too. Like, how you gonna go from
But-
stopping a mobile quarterback like
To make it Deshaun Watson look better than Russell
exactly?
Wilson.
Like,
But-
come on now.
But also, I don't think the best option at this point is to fire Dick
No, of
LeBeau.
course,
No,
of course
no,
not.
no.
That's we know this.
Whoever thought that.
just the heat
Man,
of the
I was
moment.
like,
You
bro,
just mad at
calm
him.
down.
Yeah.
calm down. It's
Calm
one
down.
game. Like,
One
you got to.
game.
And Kevin Byard even said that, they're going to look at it on film, move on and fix. He said it's the most embarrassing loss he's ever had in his football career. And he said that he just knows that they didn't execute the game plan.
Right.
Yeah,
Because that's a matter of what it was. Dick LeBeau's not going to put you in situations to lose. I mean, I think the guy's like 28-4 against rookie quarterbacks. So he knows what he's doing.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of them executing. And I didn't see a lot of that. I mean, coverage was just terrible. That was the issue. Hopkins was getting whatever he wanted. Fuller was getting whatever he wanted. It was just a very tough, just bad game for the secondary. It almost looked like how we looked last year.
Yeah.
And it's not supposed to look like that with Logan Ryan and all these different guys, but I think we'll get it fixed.
But
it's not panic mode yet.
It's a lesson learned because they in the same division. We play them twice this year, so I believe next game is gonna be a whole different thing. And they come to Nissan Stadium, so that's gonna be a big, a humongous battle right there.
I believe this is 10 years now that we have not beaten Houston on the road.
Right.
Yeah.
At Houston. So that's a big stat to look at.
445 total yards.
Yeah.
To 195.
And
That hurt my chest right there, guys.
I'm telling you, Watson. I think Watson might be offensive rookie of the year if he keeps that up. If he keeps that up.
If he keeps that up. But Kareem Hunt.
What about
Kareem Hunt.
I mean, again, if he keeps that up.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, of course.
This is only week 4.
You got to realize he had 5 touchdowns on us.
Tom Brady even predicted him was going to be good later on in the career.
If he keeps doing it, yeah, of course. I just, we'll just have to see.
I mean, it's a long season.
We'll have to see.
This is only week 4.
Right.
Week 4.
Still 12 more games.
Yeah.
We're going to see him again, though.
Anything can happen.
We'll see him
Anything
again.
can happen.
So I'm not.
It's either going to be Kareem Hunt or Deshaun Watson.
Definitely. I don't see anybody else.
Nobody else.
Right now.
Sure as
Because
heck.
Dalvin Cook just tore his ACL.
Dalvin Cook.
Yeah, he's out for the season. So.
And Corey Davis can't seem to not.
Corey is going to be
Keep
all
that
right
hamstring.
eventually, man.
Okay.
We just
See that's another thing about hamstring injury.
RELAX.
We see Marcus. We see Marcus Mariota, go out with a hamstring injury. That kind of brings up question.
That's 3 hamstring injuries.
Yeah, I
for the
just got a
Titans.
notification.
No,
3 big ones.
Time out. I got to talk about this, guys. I'm sorry, I didn't want to cut y'all off. Derek Carr and Mariota get hurt on the same Sunday again.
Yes.
What's going? Who put a curse on Mariota and Carr? If you put a curse on Mariota and Carr, I need y'all to lift that.
You know what it is? It's everybody.
Little
Everybody
B-
put that curse on them
No,
because
Little
everybody
B-Base
compares
guy put
them
the curse on them.
to the teeth. Okay, everybody compares them so much to where
goodness.
they're on similar teams with similar running games
Right.
with similar defenses, and they could do similar things, and they have a similar situation in their division. It's like
Get out of here.
I'm looking at
Come
it like
on.
I'm like, bro. Last year, that game against Jacksonville, Mariota breaks his fibula, Derek Carr breaks his leg. They're both out. This weekend, Derek Carr has back spasms. Mariota has a hamstring injury, and they're both like day to day. What?
Yeah, I mean, I seen that. They said they will probably decide. He's day to day, and they probably decide Saturday on if he's playing Sunday or not
against Miami.
against Miami.
At Miami.
So that's kind of iffy.
So your starting quarterback is day-to-day questionable with a hamstring.
Yeah.
Very easy to re-injure and worsen.
I say sit him.
Sit him or
Well, if he
depends how he feels.
if he's not truly back by then, you gotta sit him. Simply
You
because
have to.
Malarkey even said this. You know that second interception Mariota had?
yeah.
It wasn't a bad decision. Like, he had the guy, but Malarkey said the reason they chose to sit him was because Mariota couldn't step into that throw.
Right.
So he just kind of floated up there. That's how he got picked. He said, so, they knew then, okay, let's go ahead and sit him because he can't step into his throws. And that's what happened. But I don't know. Hopefully he's back out there.
Well, Mariota seems like the kind of guy that will go to the trainer, get the help that he needs, and do whatever it takes
to get back.
to get healthy.
Yeah, because
He's got that mentality.
If he can play, he'll play.
Yeah.
Right.
But if he can't, he won't.
He's the
And
leader.
that's what he did. That's what he
And
chose.
if he's a little bit off, he's gonna look at the rest of the season and say, what is the risk of losing of me not playing and possibly losing to the Dolphins here? Not really much. I mean, you're 2-2 on the season. Let's just say they lose to the Dolphins. I don't think they will.
No.
Let's just say they lose to the Dolphins.
Worst case scenario.
Worst
yeah.
case scenario, now they're 2-3, and they still have, quote unquote, the worst division in football to play against.
Right.
So
It's not the end of the world.
I don't think it's an end of the world at all.
And plus, with the running game you have,
Our
man,
big games do not come until later on down the schedule, like back-to-back Pittsburgh, Baltimore, Cincinnati. Cincinnati can be a threat. I can give them that.
They're a good regular season team.
Yeah.
Not until we see him in the playoffs. It's a dub.
It's a wrap.
It's a dub.
Get him out of here. Coach, give him a Gatorade. He needs it.
So, okay.
Oh, next.
I'm looking at Espen on my phone.
Espen
on my phone. And no. So
That is
the
not
one-
copyrighted.
the one I don't know what sound that is. And the one game I want to talk about for a little bit is this Bears-Packers game.
Oh, yeah.
And we all know what I want to hit on.
Danny.
Hit
Danny
on.
boy.
Hit on.
Danny boy, what's
Why
up?
you
My
had
boy
to-
Danny.
Why you had to do the hit?
So
man? That's the second time.
I'm watching this game live, and it's a big hit when, as a football fan, you cringe.
Yeah, I jumped. I literally was like,
I thought Devontae's dead.
they
I thought he
actually-
broke his neck.
I thought he was like paralyzed.
I
all
seriously
that.
Yeah, I
he
thought
broke his
career
neck.
was over.
Yeah.
Though.
Seriously.
Like, man.
I mean, nobody comes back from that. I mean, normal people don't come back for that. Obviously, he's a very gifted athlete.
Right.
Goodness, like that hurt.
I mean, they were asking for Randall Cobb, and they were waving. They were like, get help
immediately.
immediately.
Like soon as
I've never seen that.
The last time I'd seen that, looking at replays of the
Lawrence Taylor, Joe
Yeah.
Theismann. Yeah. That's
when
the
he
only
broke
time.
his leg. That's the only other time I've ever seen anybody instantly say, "Hey, get over here. He's out. He needs help."
Yeah.
I mean, it was scary as a fan to watch. It was one of the first times in a while that I was legitimately scared and nervous for a
and
guy's
he had to leave
well-being.
on a stretcher.
Yeah.
That made it even worse.
Yeah. Well, at that point, they're just taking every precaution
Oh,
possible.
yeah,
You
I'm
don't want to move
say
him.
if you
Yeah.
move him at all
He
and he
could-
does have a neck injury and one disc slips,
That's it.
paralyzed,
Yeah.
done.
That hit was unnecessary in my books.
Yeah. So if they held him up is what was interesting. They held him up and the whistle wasn't blown. Forward progress was stopped.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then Danny Trevathan comes in and I mean just stereotypical targeting. Lowers the crown of the helmet and uses it as a weapon
A-Spirit, dude.
to
Came
another player's or a defenseless player's helmet
Head.
area
It
or
was
helmet or face mask
straight to the
area.
head.
And nothing of Danny Trevathan hit anything other than Devontae Adams' helmet.
Yeah.
Mouthpiece flew
And
out.
Mouthpiece
yeah,
flew
when your
out.
when the dude's mouthpiece
I mean, it
goes
was flying.
5 feet
It was
in the
flying.
air
Like,
and he hits the ground and his arms are up like that. I mean,
Boxing
he's
match
gone.
type,
Yeah.
He's
yeah.
gone. He's out. You can hear him snoring from the cameras.
right.
You know, it just awful hit, completely unnecessary. And then the referee has the nerve at the end of the game to say, "Well, I didn't see enough evidence in the hit to escalate it to a possible targeting situation.
Hey, referee. Suit
But
up.
it's the same ref that called the penalty and said, what was it, like illegal shot to the head or something?
right.
Illegal helmet-to-helmet
You
contact?
probably think that's the
Illegal
other refs
helmet-to-helmet contact. 15-yard penalty, first down. And they let Danny Trevathan back in the game.
Yeah, he should have been thrown out. Off rip.
If that was anybody else in the league taking a headshot like that, you're out of here.
Ed Hockley would have threw him out quick. Ed Hockley would have
Quick.
escorted him out.
He wouldn't
He
even
just-
waited for the
he
wouldn't
just-
even waited for the referees to
he just
gather
like,
and
go,
talk about
go,
it. He's just
go,
as
bro.
soon as the whistle's over, just go,
Go.
get out.
Just
Go in the
leave.
locker room and think about your actions. You in timeout.
So
But he did get suspended.
he
for
did get
2 games.
suspended 2 games, which half of me is happy.
But at the same time, feel
At
like
the
he deserved
same
more.
time, I think it should have been a very hefty fine.
Oh yeah.
And
I
I mean,
believe-
He
I
should've
believe
been-
he
but
should
but
get a
when you
fine
think
in the
about
mail.
it, suspended 2 games without pay. That's 2 game checks.
I don't care.
My man's
You just tried to kill a man.
I get what you're saying. I'm just saying. I was trying to be devil's advocate.
Does
right
Danny and then also the nerve of Danny.
That's crazy. I don't care.
The nerve, yeah, I'm a straight savage. but then the nerve of Danny
He didn't show any remorse about it.
to celebrate after he did that.
Yeah, that was.
Excuse me?
That was.
What do your teammates think about
You know
that?
you messed up when Aaron Rodgers gets in your
Oh yeah,
face.
Aaron Rodgers was heated.
Like, of all people, Aaron Rodgers gets in your face. You messed up there, buddy. Like, I don't care who you are. You messed up.
He'll definitely be looked at as a dirty player now.
Oh,
and crazy thing is,
gosh.
he hasn't done any. He's not like, if it was Vontaze Burfict, we would have been like, okay, get this guy.
Oh,
out of the NFL.
he would have been out for 6 games.
Yeah, but he doesn't have. He has a clean track record, so it gives him the benefit of the doubt. But at the same time, you still got to be held accountable for your actions.
And you could just see his helmet,
It
like
hurt.
ripple, like you just stuck your toe in water, like just that was it. Just absolutely.
How loud
absolutely
it was live.
Yeah, I
It
know.
was-
I felt it. I felt it in my chest.
And
Like,
you
I
at
remember-
home saying, "Ooh," yeah. Like you think you part of the crowd too. Ooh, yeah.
Oh, so Danny, you got off clean for my taste.
Right.
For my taste. So let's move on.
Carolina.
Now that I'm off my
Carolina.
rant.
Carolina.
Ooh,
Carolina.
the game of the week.
30.
Carolina beats New England 33-30
33-30
on a game-winning field goal by. They still have Graham Gano.
Yep, still Gano.
Graham Gano is, and I believe last year or the year the Panthers went big, was Carolina did it to them that year too.
Yeah, everyone was literally tweeting this is Super Bowl Cam the way he was playing.
What are the Panthers right now? What's their record? Off the top of your head.
I don't know their record off the top of my head. I'm not gonna lie.
Any Panthers fans, I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
so
sorry. Ever since y'all lost the Super Bowl, I couldn't.
yeah.
Nobody cares.
But
Nobody cares.
I will say
Wake me up.
Cam had a day.
He
and
did.
I feel like at this point there's really no going back from that. I feel like it's just gonna be the.
He's
Cam
just gonna
week.
keep going
Yeah,
up.
Yeah, at this point,
You think he's gonna be NFC contender?
he's in a NFC contender. Like, as far as the big picture, we talking NFC contender.
At least make it to the game. Make it to the NFC Championship.
I think he could if he gets out of the division for sure. If he wins that division, the NFC South, gets away from Tampa Bay, gets away from Atlanta, even New Orleans. You get out of that division.
He does have to run through Atlanta.
Right. You got to go through Atlanta, Tampa Bay, New Orleans. That's a tough division.
That's the only team I worry about. is
But then
Atlanta.
again, the Bills beat Atlanta.
Julio was out with a hip injury.
Very true.
Julio,
That's like
we gotta,
50% of their offense.
We got to account for Julio being hurt.
Julio.
Julio being out is like Mariota being out. Almost.
Okay. I like how it's like the almost in.
Almost.
Almost.
Simply because it's 2 positions, but 2 different positions. But Cam Newton, he was 22 for 29, 316 total yards, 304 passing. I think that's what this says. Yeah.
I also want to look at one thing. Let's just take a look real quick at the AFC East and try not to try not to just bust out laughing. Finally, the Patriots are in third place.
Man.
In the AFC East, behind the Jets.
Jets, Jets.
I mean, as a football fan, I can't think of anything more I want in my life than the Jets to do better
than Brady.
So you got Miami sitting at 1-2.
Miami.
We're coming for you.
Talking about the Heat? Oh, my bad.
We all see where your head is.
I was talking about NBA, man. My bad.
So then you got New England 2-2, Jets 2-2. So not really doing better than Brady, but when you have a team like the Jets versus a team like the Patriots, the Jets are doing better than Brady.
And everybody said the Jets were ranked number 32?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Something like that.
And then Buffalo at 3-1. Buffalo. Shady and Tyrod.
Double T. Double T.
Dang.
Double T.
Okay.
That's a shocking right there, fellas. Like, you know, you think they didn't let go of Sammy Watkins. You know, you thinking, Buffalo ain't going to be as strong as they was. No, surprise. But
Shady.
It's still early in the season.
Well, look, AFC South is actually still pretty tight right now.
Yeah.
Jacksonville 2-2, Houston 2-2, Tennessee 2-2.
Yeah, had we won that game, we would have been out in the front.
Yeah.
Everyone would playing catch up.
And we've beat Jacksonville. So we have the what is it?
Isn't everybody in our division games 1-1?
Yeah, because didn't Jacksonville beat Houston?
Jacksonville beat Houston.
Yeah, so
they
Jacksonville beat Houston.
So everyone has
Houston
everyone
beat
has
Tennessee,
everyone
and
has
Tennessee
division.
Beat Jacksonville.
Has the Colts played a division game yet?
I don't think so. I know they played Seattle. That's a good question, actually.
Because if they haven't played a division game, then that's kind of like...
I'm about to look it up right now because that's a very good question. Because if they haven't, that's very interesting. And actually, no.
They haven't?
Yeah, they haven't played a division game. So everyone has a division loss except Indianapolis.
They played the Bengals. And... No, never mind. Sorry, that's preseason. So they started with an L to the Rams. Like a big L.
Everyone's losing to the Rams.
46-9, big L. And then they played Cardinals, lost 16-13. They beat the Browns barely. 31-28. And then the Seahawks, we all see what Legion of Boom did to them. Now, granted, this is Andrew Luckless.
Right. When is he coming back?
Honestly, I forgot he was still starting QB.
He's just hurt, bro.
This is Andrew. This is without Andrew Luck. So he gets off injured reserve. Maybe he starts running the table.
All right.
But also, that's a shoulder injury.
You need a shoulder.
And plus, you're going to have an offensive line that protects you, so you won't end up on the shoulder.
That's always been his issue.
Yeah,
he's in the worst situation.
I mean, that's as a quarterback. I mean, that's your Achilles heel.
Yeah.
If you hurt your shoulder at all, you're done.
Right.
You're done. You're not coming back into the game unless you're, if it's your throwing arm, you're not coming back into the game. If you hurt your other shoulder and you're Matthew Stafford, you still throw a game-winning clutch touchdown to end the game while you're mic'd up for NFL films.
Right.
By the way. So yeah, the AFC South is still very obtainable for the Titans, for sure, without a doubt.
Yeah, it's not, like I said, it's not time to panic yet.
Oh,
Tennessee,
no.
Calm down, fans.
No, without a doubt.
Corey Davis is still nursing the
hamstring. Giants, 0-4.
Hold on. Eli ran a touchdown.
He did, but is it time for...
0-4.
Is the Eli era coming to a close?
And they said Eli ran more touchdowns than their running backs.
They never have a good run. That's what they've been lacking. I can't remember.
The last decent running back I remember...
Jacobs.
Brandon Jacobs. That's the last
Jacobs and Bradshaw.
Oh, man. Whatever happened to them two?
Life.
They gone.
Life.
They gone.
I think I saw Brandon Jacobs on wrestling. Like, what's going on?
So I think I took the L actually on
It's
this
like
one.
Jamarcus Russell. So like
You picked the Buccaneers, didn't you?
I picked Bucks.
He picked
You picked the
Bucks.
Bucks.
I picked
but
the
did
Bucks.
you pick the Bucks?
I
I know
think
you
I-
picked the
I think
Bucks
I
because
went
you were
Bucks.
Mr. Upset City.
I think I went Giants.
We both
Yeah,
took
yeah,
the
y'all
L.
went Giants
I
because
went
y'all was
Giants.
like
We
y'all
both took
wanted,
the L
y'all
then.
said Giants not
Because
gonna
I took the
start
Giants.
0-4.
I remember saying
Yeah,
confidently too, Giants get their first win.
yeah. I took
Who
Giants
took
too.
it? We need to do that, man. We need to start tallying you up.
Yeah.
Have our own love,
Oh,
our
we-
records.
We'll
and
do that.
stuff.
We'll do that next for the next week for sure.
All right, start doing our records.
Okay, we're gonna start doing that for next week.
All right.
Okay, mark our words. We're gonna start that next week. Raiders Broncos. That was a pretty good game. Pretty decent game. I didn't get to watch much of it.
I didn't get to catch too much of it.
Who
either.
won?
Broncos, 16-10.
I think I took the Raiders on that one. I took the Raiders.
I can't remember who I took.
I took.
To be honest,
I believe I took the Broncos.
I thought I took the
I
Broncos.
took the Raiders. I know I took.
I think I took Broncos. I can't remember. I'm gonna have to start
I
writing
do
this
know.
stuff
I
down.
do know. I took Rams over Cowboys.
I took the Rams over Cowboys too.
I
You
took the
Dallas.
Cowboys.
Yeah.
I'll take that L, boys. I took the Cowboys.
Gurley had 121 on the ground.
121.
Gurley's having a heck of a year.
Yeah.
I'm actually excited for the guy. I mean,
Don't
he
they got
hasn't
most
had.
improved player? Don't
Huh?
they have the most improved award, right?
I think.
Yeah, I believe he should get it.
I don't know. Do they?
They still do it, but I don't think
Is that a
it'll be
superlative
Gurley.
that they have?
NFL still does most improved, but I don't think I'd give it to
Maybe-
Gurley because
maybe
Gurley's
give it to-
always been doing his thing. He just hasn't had a supporting cast.
Not
And it's not like he's coming off injury or nothing. You know what I'm saying?
about him last season.
Well, he had Jeff
Well,
Fisher.
who
as
would
a
you
coach.
think? Who would you think?
Yeah, who
would
most
be
improved
most
right
improved?
now?
Don't say Corey Davis.
I wouldn't say Corey Davis. He can't.
Rookie.
It's a rookie.
I'm-
Honestly, I feel like most improved would easily be Andrew Luck when he comes back.
if
If he comes
If.
back, man, and starts handling business.
okay,
Or who else came? We got to think about who's came off injury because usually it's guys who come back off injury. And
well, who would make big plays coming off injury? Obviously, David Johnson's gone for the season.
I
isn't he?
thought it would be Adrian Peterson in New Orleans. That's what I had most improved.
I'm very-
and it just didn't work out.
I'm upset about that
Interesting.
whole
Me too.
situation.
I thought that
like,
would-
what's
I
the
just
point
knew
of
that would
getting
be
a
it.
great running back, but you already have two other running backs? So now you're splitting carries between.
You're talking
him-
about in Arizona.
huh?
New
talking about-
New Orleans.
New
with
Orleans with
Peterson.
Adrian Peterson.
Oh
You
yeah,
have
yeah.
You have two other running backs minus AP. What's the point of getting an AP? So are you
Because
getting
it's AP, I guess.
are you getting him so nobody else won't get him, or are you gonna actually use him?
I think the Saints could have gotten a lot more bang for their buck if they would have done something to their defense.
Their secondary is very young babies.
Yeah, I mean they could have gotten some veteran that could have helped them out with the same cap room that.
And AP should have went to
Peterson
Arizona.
has.
Arizona in need of a running back at the moment.
Well, I think the Peterson trade was already finalized before David
Right.
Johnson got
Sure.
injured.
AP said that he wanted to play for the Patriots in the offseason.
Of course, he wants to play for the Patriots. He wants a ring.
The Brady.
He's one of the best running backs to ever play the game. Of course, he wants a
in
ring.
in that Belichick system, AP would have did work.
He would have. He would have.
Yeah.
I mean, who's
Who's not doing work in that system?
who's Deion White? Isn't that his name?
Come again? Who?
Isn't that his name?
It's-
Deion
I
White.
think it's James White
James White.
from Wisconsin.
Is he?
Goodness.
I think that's him. I
terrible.
think it's James White.
See what I mean? Who is
Right.
he? And he's making gains, winning Super Bowls.
Yeah.
You don't need to be Adrian Peterson to win under the Bill Belichick.
Young running
system.
backs, let that be your motivation.
Let me see.
As long as you get under Bill Belichick,
You're fine.
you're fine. But do it quick because he's about to retire.
You think so?
As soon as Brady retires, he's gone too.
But Brady's not gonna retire. Brady's
Okay,
not gonna
hold
retire
on.
till he's
Hold
50.
on. Hold the phone. He is on the cover this year of Madden 18.
Talking about Brady?
Brady.
Yeah.
And to tell everybody that he was on the cover, you know what he did?
What?
Oh, you didn't see the video?
What'd he do?
He said, "Hey guys, I'm here to announce that I'm on the cover of Madden 18 this year, and just to show that the Madden curse isn't real."
Oh yeah, he started.
Very real.
Yeah.
He goes, "I'm going to show you a few things. breaks a mirror on film.
He walks
in
underneath
the same
a ladder.
frame. He walks underneath a ladder. He's going to be paralyzed by the end of the year.
Oh my gosh, not paralyzed. Oh man.
Yeah, he did all kind of
Brady.
superstitious stuff.
I mean, what are you doing, brother? Like,
Bill Belichick has
and then
him.
guess what? Now he's 2-2.
But he's not hurt though.
We'll see.
He's
we'll
not hurt,
see.
though.
That's an interesting.
I
That's an
don't
interesting take.
You know, teams always when it comes to playoff time, they go, "Come
Who
on
was-
now,
who was
name
the
a
last-
playoff time when Tom Brady's not in the playoffs." That's like LeBron missing the playoffs.
Who was the last
Slick.
Madden cover?
It
Do
was-
y'all play Madden?
Yeah,
I'm big on Madden.
Big
I
on
think
Madden?
it was Gronk.
Madden
Wasn't
was
it
my
Gronk?
life
It
growing
No,
up.
was-
who was the last? Hold on,
Odell
I get to
Beckham.
finish. I get
Odell
to finish.
Beckham.
Who was the last cover athlete that didn't get the curse that season?
I don't think Beckham got it.
He got it the following year. This year.
I thought he hurt his knee that one game in the end zone at Philadelphia, wasn't it?
That year,
Yeah, the year he was on the cover.
Yeah.
I thought he hurt his knee.
I know Gronk.
And was out
for a little bit.
Gronk definitely got it.
Gronk
'cause he's
broke his
always
back.
hurt.
what about
okay.
Michael Vick?
Vic
yeah,
he had a fibula or something. He
well,
hurt something.
Well, that and he got arrested on dogfight charges.
Larry Fitzgerald.
That's a good one too. But also,
But he shared it
but
with
also
Palomalu, But Palomalu's career kind of Palomalu got hurt.
I
too.
think the last one that didn't get the curse was Calvin Johnson. All he did was retire.
Megatron had like
Megatron
had like a concussion, but can you really count that?
You know why he retired though?
because
He said he was tired of giving up his body for a team that wasn't going to do anything with it.
Yeah, pretty much.
That was his words. That was his.
Megatron.
That was his exact words.
And listen,
That's
have y'all-
Detroit for you though. Barry Sanders retired for the exact same.
But have y'all
reason.
heard about Megatron talking about he was possibly come back to the NFL for the
Raiders.
Raiders?
He said he didn't say that he'd want to play for the Raiders, but he said he would love to be able to catch passes from a quarterback like Derek Carr. That was his words.
Megatron is going to the dark side.
Yeah.
He's
Imagine you see Calvin
And
Johnson,
Lynch,
Crabtree,
Derek Carr.
He's
Lynch,
Cooper.
Amari Cooper, Derek Carr,
I quit.
Donald Penn.
He's transforming to
I don't know
Darth
how to say
Vader.
his name. Asawale. I don't know
Yeah.
how to say his name. How do you say his name?
What are you talking about, man? Asa, what'd you say?
Asawale.
Asawale.
Yeah, I don't know.
Asawale.
I don't know what his name is, bro.
Oh,
But
man. We know who you. We know,
You know who
fellas
I'm
out
talking
there,
about.
guys.
You know what I'm talking about.
So-
Everybody know.
you know what? Since we said we might as well let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and get into some predictions.
Oh, predictions
Let's,
next week.
We got Thursday.
You're right.
Patriots at Tampa Bay. Who you got?
Oh,
Who you
see,
got?
that's a good one actually because the Buccaneers coming off the win.
famous Jameis.
From you got the Buccaneers coming off the win against the Giants,
Mm-hmm.
and you have the Patriots coming off a loss against
I'm
Carolina.
going with Tampa Bay.
Patriots.
Where's this at? It's at Tampa Bay.
It's at Tampa Bay.
See, that's a good one. I think Brady has a bounce back.
Definitely.
I think Brady has a bounce back.
Ooh. Next,
All right,
we got Jets and Browns
Jets and
at
yeah.
the Browns.
This is the game we were talking about earlier in the podcast season. We were talking about
This
who
is
would
a toilet
win
bowl
first.
game.
who would,
This is terrible.
who would win first.
I think I changed
The
my
Jets or the
predictions.
Browns, and the Jets won that bet.
I got-
Obviously, the Browns are they 0-4?
Yep.
I'm gonna go with the Jets. I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
go with
go
Game
with the
Green.
Jets.
I still
Gang
want to
Green.
go with the Browns, but golly, y'all been disappointing me. guys.
I was actually
Disappointing me
super hyped for the Browns
more
this year.
than
So
thinking
everyone
at
going
least
Jets. Okay.
Jets all the way around.
Panthers at
Uh,
Lions. I'm going with Cam. After
After
what he
the
did to
Patriots-
Brunton,
after
you got to
the
go with
Patriots,
Cam.
I'm going with
Give me Cam.
the big blue from Charlotte.
Cam.
Oh, we got another toilet bowl game.
What is
Goodness. Niners at Colts.
Oh Lord.
Goodness. Roll it.
I feel
Flip,
like they played already.
bro,
Nah, I'm
flip a
tripping.
coin, bro.
Niners.
Yeah, that's a good point. You can just flip a coin.
Niners.
I'm gonna go Colts.
Niners.
Wait.
Why? Hold on. Why do you say Niners? Dang.
I'm not a Colts
Okay.
fan. I mean, I'm a
I
Titans
want the Colts to lose every game they play
But I'm gonna
because
go
I'm a
with
Titans fan.
Niners.
But
I don't know. It's just gonna be not because the Niners put put up against good points against the Rams, and I feel like they can do that against the Colts.
I agree with you.
So
Niners take the dub at Indy.
Well,
Get their
actually,
first
I'm
win of
gonna
the
switch.
season.
I'm gonna flip flop to the Niners because I forgot. I like Carlos Hyde a lot.
How about
Ohio State boy.
How about this is actually gonna be a fun game. Jaguars Steelers. Ooh, see, you're thinking about it.
I think AB gets off finally.
You think?
I think AB gets
Against
off.
Jalen?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
against
gonna be a
Jalen?
good matchup
It's
to
gonna
watch.
be-
Jalen Ramsey
Jalen?
and Antonio Brown. That's
I
gonna be a
think
good one to
I
watch.
think AB will get off, bro.
Give me the Jags.
Dude.
Give me the Jags. Give me the Jags. I gotta write that down. I'm calling it.
Hey,
Give
once
me the Jags.
once it's done, all you gotta just jot down the teams you pick to win. Just
Yeah.
their name. That way you'll know that you.
Man.
I'm going Steelers, bro.
Give me the Jags.
Le'Veon had a day.
Blake Bortles.
You can't keep AB contained for too long. I mean,
I gotta start writing this down.
Blake Bortles.
so let me write.
I
down.
gotta
Coming in
write
with the
mine down.
clutch.
I'm gonna
so-
jot it down on my little notes on my phone.
Blake Bortles.
Blake Bortles.
In that voice right there. In that voice right there.
Blake Bortles is gonna get the win.
Blake.
So, who do we start with?
I'm going with.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
we started with the Patriots.
So I got
Buccaneers.
I got Patriots, then I got Jets, then I got Panthers, then I got Niners,
Okay,
and then I got Steelers.
I got Jets, Panthers.
Niners.
I got Tampa Bay,
I got loyalty
Jets,
and royalty.
Cam,
Inside my DNA.
49ers, and Jets.
Oh, we obviously all agreed Tennessee is gonna beat Miami.
Yeah.
So we can go ahead and write that one
I'm
down.
gonna go ahead and add that. So
this is gonna be a fun one. Bills Bengals.
Buffalo.
Bills
Let me go ahead.
all day.
Go with
Tyrod's
the
gonna have a day.
bang.
At Cincy though.
Let me go.
I'm
with
going Buffalo.
Cincy Bills.
Bills.
You thought?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with Bills.
So, then there's somebody's gonna get a win this week between these two teams.
Chargers
First
and Giants.
Chargers Giants. Somebody's gonna get a win,
Let me go ahead and go
and
with
it's
the
gonna
Chargers.
be the Giants.
I'm going
I'm
Giants.
going
on
with
that one.
Chargers.
It's gonna be Giants.
I'm not.
Chargers.
The Chargers are. Oh my goodness.
Chargers. Phillip Rivers. Antonio Gates.
They're both old though.
All right.
Hey, Tom Brady's old. What is he doing?
Yeah, but he's the goat.
He's
though.
Brady. That's like
Phillip Rivers just needs some help.
Bro, that's like-
that's it.
that's like comparing LeBron to Melo.
Both of them are ghosts though.
They're good players,
Both
but
of
you're
them are
gonna you're gonna take
No. If you're
LeBron.
talking about the hoodie Mellow, that's different.
Hey, hoodie Melo.
The hoodie Melo
But
is
we'll
the
get
truth.
into that another time.
Let's go.
We'll get there when basketball season
Cards,
comes.
Cardinals,
Eagles.
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 Eagles. Carson Wentz. All day.
You
He's
said
been
who?
having a
You
good
said the
year.
Eagles.
Eagles and Cardinals.
Oh, we got a good one next.
I'm taking the Cardinals.
We got a good
Cardinals?
one. I'm going
Cardinals.
Eagles.
Man, you were Mr. Upset City.
Hey, Rams
This is
is
the year.
Seahawks at Rams.
Rams.
I'm going Rams, but it's gonna be a good game.
Oh.
But I'm going Rams.
That's a good one.
It's gonna be
Rams
very-
are 3-1.
I'm going Rams, bro.
I'm gonna go with you guys. Actually,
Oh no!
I'm going Rams,
The Legion
bro.
of Boom might step up.
I'm
Wait
gonna
a minute, where's it at? Where's it at?
It's at LA.
L.A.
Okay, Rams. Now, if it was in, Seattle,
Oh,
the
bro,
12th man, ooh,
bro,
Yeah, that's a tough one.
bro. These last games, I'm about to call out some good games.
They are
Ravens at Raiders.
Raiders. Raiders. I don't know. That's a close one, but I think Raiders pull out the dub. Too much offense.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Raiders. Oh my god, Packers.
Well,
at-
whoa.
Oh yeah, get Bobby.
Oh, yeah,
Bobby
Bob,
Schmurda.
Bobby.
What's going on?
I'm gonna take the Ravens. I'm gonna take the Ravens.
Why?
Bro, why you always and I get mad because I feel like he gonna mess around. It's gonna happen, and we gonna be back in the booth upset, bro.
Hold
Like,
on.
stop doing that, bro.
What about the Ravens? Are you just doing this?
I feel like every once in a while he goes against the grain with us, and it works.
I don't know. I just feel like the Ravens just gonna step up one time.
All right, we'll do it.
Oh no.
Green
doing
Bay
Raiders.
at Dallas. This is finna. Ooh, this is a good one too.
Green Bay,
Packers at Dallas.
Aaron Rodgers.
I'm going with them stars though.
Let me go with
I'm
Aaron
going with
Rodgers.
them. I'm going with them boys.
Aaron Rodgers gonna tell they
Actually, the
secondary.
Packers are predicted to lose.
I'm going with them boys, bro. Especially fresh off a loss, I'm going with them boys.
Give me
Well,
Green Bay.
put some cheese on my head.
In Dallas.
Put some cheese on my
Even
head.
though
I'm
Dallas
going
doesn't
with,
play well at home.
going with Green Bay.
All right. Ooh, Chiefs at Texans.
Chiefs. Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Kareem Hunt, Alex Smith.
Chiefs. Travis
Chiefs.
Kelce.
Yeah.
If Watson destroys them though, we're gonna have to talk again.
Yeah, we're gonna have to
We're
have
gonna
a big talk.
A big talk. We might have to
final
start
game.
the show with them.
Final game of the week. Vikings Bears.
I'm going with Bears with Mitch Trubisky at the first start of his career. I got
That's
Bears.
a good point.
I got
actually.
Bears.
Mitch getting his first start of the year.
I got Bears.
over Mike Glennon.
And Dalvin Cook is out for the season. Remember that.
Right.
I'm going Bears. Give me Bears.
Is Sam Bradford playing?
Give me Bears.
If Sam Bradford playing,
Give me
let me put this down in my
Bears.
notes. If Sam Bradford plays, I'm going with the Vikings.
I like Mitch Trubisky had a very impressive preseason game.
But it's
And-
preseason though.
Yeah, but he
You
still
got-
did
you
better
got-
than what I
you
thought he
got
would do.
Mitch Trubisky. You got
I'm going with the Bears.
Jordan Howard.
You got the other guy from North Carolina A&T.
Right. Yeah.
I can't remember Tyreek. He's a baller though. You know.
I know who you're talking
So
about.
y'all
I
know
who
what I'm
you're
talking about. Look, if Sam Bradford plays, they win. If he don't play, they lose.
This will actually be good for
going-
me because then I might be able to start Latavius Murray.
Is that it for the week, guys?
That's
I
it.
might be able to start
That's it for
Latavius
the
Murray.
week. Should
I still don't know who I'm going to pick in this one because this is at Soldier Field.
going Bears, bro.
But again, I feel like the Vikings are better
iPad up.
equipped.
Going Bears.
I feel like the Vikings are better equipped.
Yeah.
You got the most accurate quarterback in the league in Sam Bradford
If he plays.
if he plays.
Mind you, the Bears already beat the Steelers.
Yes. At Soldier Field.
Okay. I agree on that.
So that's a big home field advantage.
Got
So
the Bears.
I'm going with Emmitt.
Got the Bears.
I think Trubisky gets his debut win.
I love to be on my own island anyway. It's nothing but
So you
love,
going
though.
Vikings? So just gonna say
If.
just nope, no stipulations this time. Go ahead and go. Got to go with one or the other.
One or the other.
On the camera.
One or the other.
Look in the camera
Right
and
now.
look in the camera and
Right
say
now.
what you're doing. One of them. Yeah, look in
I'm
the camera.
going with Chicago.
All right,
Oh,
bet.
man.
It's been
What-
No.
what's
I tell you what, I'm going with the Vikings.
all right, Vikes.
And
We
I
got
w-
Bears.
and I
Well,
want
write
that to
write
camera.
down your final pick. That way
I'm putting it on my phone.
he doesn't come back after the Bears win and go.
So what's
Bears."
the game of the week to y'all? To you, Aaron?
To me?
Yeah.
There's a few.
What's the game that we didn't really just agree on? Cause I want to make things interesting. Like
A game we didn't agree
A bag
on.
of chips or something.
Oh, dude, the game of the week, Jets Browns.
All right, man.
We all
it's
took
time
the
for us
Jets
to go.
though. We all took the Jets.
Yeah, we took the Jets.
And that's
Yeah.
that's a toilet bowl. Quit playing.
So, game of the week.
That's
To be
something
honest with you,
for
boys-
us, I feel like it's Dallas and Green
Yeah,
Bay.
Packers, Green Bay.
I took Dallas. Y'all both
Game-
took Green Bay.
Yeah,
I
I took
yeah,
Green Bay.
I took Green Bay.
All right, we'll shake on camera.
That one. What are we doing? Bag of chips?
Bag of chips.
Like
Hold on,
You-
hold
like
on.
you
The
went-
family bag or just a regular? Hold on. Oh, about the
Matter-
family. What we doing? What type of bag?
Not the family bag, bro.
Vending
We
machine?
college students, bro.
Vending machine.
if we win, can we get Funyuns?
Funyuns.
Funyuns.
You like Funyuns?
I
Funyuns.
kind of like me from Funyuns.
Watch this. Bobby, hot fries. If
Hey.
Chester's. If
I think another big game that we all kind of gotta watch out for is the big AFC matchup, Steelers Jags.
yeah, I got the Steelers.
I got the Jalen.
I got the Steelers.
I can't remember who I picked.
Jalen.
I got Steelers.
I had to look in the camera real quick. Jalen.
I can't remember who I picked, boys.
You picked the Steelers.
You did. You picked the Steelers.
I know
Did
you
I?
picked the
Yeah.
Steelers. Yeah.
I didn't write them down.
Oh, good job.
I know. Okay, so I think that sums it up.
Yeah, it's been real.
Yeah, it's been real.
It's been fun.
It's been real talk.
been real talk
Real talk.
with real cameras.
With real cameras.
and real microphones.
We live,
yeah.
baby. And we're live.
Piper, picker, pan. That's my man, Aaron. Aaron is the man with the plan.
Ooh, I like how you.
But
Okay. All right. So you guys heard it here first. You know, this is real talk. First time with the cameras,
Right,
boys.
man. Yeah,
This is fun.
It's kind of live.
This is fun, man. This is fun. But this has been Real Talk. Aaron King, Bobby Horton, Emmitt Thomas.
See y'all.
We out.
Man.